Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Atenosa. I'm a self-image coach with Enhance It Individual, where I help you develop a positive self-image so that you can prioritize a life of joy and peace. And probably from the title of this video, you know, this is my 30th birthday vlog. And by the time that you are watching this video, I've already turned 30, and like most of you, I've had my thoughts about entering a new decade of life. I feel like everyone talks about how daunting 30 is, and I'm not gonna lie, up until a couple of days ago, I've been really excited about turning 30. I was journaling the other day, and the theme of it was just like, I just want less. I just want peace. I just want joy. And it was baffling to me because it just centered around what my heart was craving. My journal is just really a place where my most vulnerable self can shine through, and it just kept going towards less, more knowledge, more understanding. And I thought to myself, why are so many people scared to enter a new age? Many of times, it's usually a reminder of where you are in life, whether it's where you've envisioned yourself or maybe it's not where you envisioned yourself. The good, the bad, we start thinking about regrets. We start thinking about what other people are doing and where they are at their life, and look how young they are and they were able to do X, Y, and Z and the whatnot. And all of that just is comparison of others, right? Comparison, honestly, is truly the thief of joy. They just bring up feelings of inferiority, seeing what others have and thinking, ugh, I need that. I'm less than them because I don't have that. We get into this vicious cycle that doesn't allow us to really live our own lives. When we're comparing ourselves to others, time and time again, we are wanting something that they have. And we forget that like the life that we're living is ours. If we're trying so hard to live somebody else's life, who is actually going to be living our life in this day and age? And honestly, that thought has been going through my mind consistently for the past week. I've been reading this book called The Courage to be Disliked, and it's really all based in Adlerian psychology, which really talks about prioritizing yourself, and that all problems are caused by interpersonal relationships. And I think one of the reasons that we don't allow ourselves to experience joy or true happiness is because of interpersonal relationships. And in this case, comparing ourselves to others. There are so many times that if you were to zoom out into your life, the things that, you feel like you're less than in, there has to be something or someone that you're comparing yourself to. Oh, they don't, for my case, sometimes it's, I have peers who are making lots more money than me, and if only, and if only, and I just go down a rabbit hole of cycling and spiraling, thinking that I'm less than because I don't make as much money as them. And this decade for me is all about prioritizing me. It's all about prioritizing my life and what serves me the most. I've spent too many times in my 20s thinking about other people, trying to figure out if I should have gone left or right or straight or up or back or down, whatever direction. So much time trying to fit a mold that just wasn't me. And it has taken me a decade to finally understand who I am, who I want to be, how I envision myself. And that's a lonely journey to go into because there's nobody else to compare yourself to. There's no bar that you're reaching. There's no standard that you're reaching. There's no expectation that anybody is putting on you. And now all you have to do is look inwardly and live in that. Of course, I'm still ambitious, and of course I still want more, and of course I still want financial gains. But I get to decide what that actually looks like for my life. I don't need to make the same as somebody else because my lifestyle and what I prioritize might not take that amount of funds, right? Money is great. I'm just using money as an example. But whatever it is that you feel like you are wanting from somebody else's life, that cause is not rooted within yourself. I really want you to take a look at yourself and try to understand, but why? Why do you have that desire? Why do you continue to compare yourself to people that you may not even know? And that is the craziest thing about comparison and social media, right? The whole point of social media is to sell the dream. The people who are blowing up and getting bigger and stuff like that, they're selling a wonderful, beautiful dream. And that is also their life. Many times you'll hear these creators or influencers or whomever say that they have to buckle down. There's a piece of delusion that you have to have when you are the expectation for yourself. You have to believe that what it is going to give the fulfillment that you're looking for. It's going to give you the purpose that you've always been seeking within yourself. I know birthdays can be really hard, and I know it's really a point of reflection for a lot of us. I want the reflection to be a positive reflection this year. I know there have been years where I've gotten really sad and I've cried, and I've just sat and tried to understand why. There's a piece of morbidity that's like, my life is slowly dwindling, right? But there's also this aspect of like regret. And I'm tired of us feeling that way. We have lived a life. I'm not saying it's been roses and rainbows, but we have lived a life, and we are here today experiencing that same life. And as we continue on our image journey for a more positive self-image, birthdays are a really great place to start with retraining your brain to think about what they are, what they mean, and how you're actually going to show up for yourself. This is my 30th birthday. This is 3 decades in, and people always want to talk about how daunting it is, but I feel like this is the decade where things start to unlock, where I get to sit in a lot of manifestations that happened in my 30s, or in my 20s, I'm sorry, and start to manifest a whole new life. That's also something that I've started to realize as I inch my way closer to 30 is I don't know what the next decade is going to look like. And usually my futuristic brain would just try to put something together. And for some reason, I just don't have a clear vision. I don't have a clear vision of what direction I'm going, and that would usually freak me out. But for some reason, I have a sense of peace. There is nobody that comes to my mind that I want to be like or aspire to, because for me, I'm in my own lane, and I'm very content with how life is, honestly, right now. Of course, like I said before, we all want more, whatever more is, and we also live in the reality of our lives. So until things change and shift and move and groove for me, I'm loving this life. I'm maximizing this life. I'm doing all the things I could possibly do in my current life because I'm living my life. I'm not trying to live somebody else's life because I can't even imagine who would want to live my life, and not in a bad way, but who could replace me in this life? There's nobody. I think I'm living a really great life, and I don't know if anybody could do it justice the way that I do my life justice. So, as we all have a birthday this year, I want us to take some intentional time, think about what the next year is going to bring. Think about the positive things that have happened within your life, the accomplishments, the relationships you've had, the way your temperament has changed, the things that you were able to get, the things that you were able to learn, the ways that you were able to grow, and continue to use that to propel yourself forward in your journey. I'm excited to continue being on this journey with you. I'm excited for you to see how my birthday kind of comes together. This is just the beginning stages. This is just me practicing the place setting. But of course, like me, I always have a little something up my sleeve. And if you follow me on Instagram at Etanosa J O Beboing or at Enhance the Individual, you will see the behind the scenes. I've already given a clue to my dress. So if you see it there, let me know, comment what color it is, and if you can kind of guess the theme of my birthday dinner. Love you guys a lot. Talk to you in the next video.